Dave, how was it to see both Cody and Mookie get big swings in back-to-back nights?
It was great. It's very helpful for our ball club. Saw some signs from Mookie after that day of work. That pinch hit at bat where he took a walk. I just felt that it just clicked right there, and he's been really good since. It was close. It was close. So to get him going, obviously our guys feed off him, and Cody, first pitch swinging, base hit, first at bat, then the grand slam. I know he's feeling good about getting some hits. So it just makes our club so much better. And all night long, the at-bat quality was so good, taking walks, getting Martinez out of there early, getting the pitch count up, the big blow with Cody, but just across the board, really fun.
And what stood out to you about Edwin Uceta coming in behind Walker?
Well, it was trying to get a guy that hadn't pitched much, stay away from our leverage guys. I just felt that with Walker, we wanted to stay away from guys in the pen. So I felt there wasn't really much stress. There was a long in-between innings, which certainly has some cost. But to get him through six was huge for our bullpen. And Eddie did a nice job throwing up 2 innings and getting Vesey in there to close it out.
And with such a big lead tonight, was it nice to be able to use this game to give a few of your guys some additional rest?
It was great. Those guys, get Justin out of there, get Mookie out of there, because we're going to lean on those guys. To get Muntz, who I've leaned on, obviously, for 2 months. And so to get him a couple innings off, and obviously with Albert, you want to keep him out of the game. But it was, yes, to your question, very good to kind of get some guys off their feet.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question is from JP Hornstar. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, when Cody and Mookie are hitting like this in a game where you put up 14 runs, all your starters reach base, does it feel like you're back to being the team that you envisioned out of spring training?
Yeah. And we're getting AJ back on Friday. Corey's looking good. But as far as kind of you look around the clubhouse, and these are the guys we sort of envision being on our club. And when you're playing our ball club and you see Bellinger in there, you see Betts in there, it matters. And so for these guys to be in there, to be healthy, just makes everyone better around them.
And I heard you mention Albert wasn't available. Is that why Edwin for himself with Vesia coming in for the 9th inning?
Who was not available?
Albert.
Yeah, well, no, as far as, Albert's available, but I'm not going to put him in that game. So for Uceta to take an at bat or Walker to take the extra bat, what was the best option.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Next question is from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
Dave, with AJ Pollock, he played 3 innings in the field. I was just wondering if that was by design or if anything was going on with him.
I think from what I've heard, Eric, that he felt that 3 innings was enough, and I think he took in at bat or 2, and he just felt good. So to get out of there feeling good, and as a veteran ball player, you just got to trust him.
And then, you mentioned Pollock and Nelson activated this weekend. Any further clarity now that you've been through this series about if you might go back to like full bench 13-13 or anything like that?
Yeah, I think we are going to go back to a full bench. So that leaves obviously a couple of pitchers that we got to make decisions on.
And with Uceta, I know, he started in the minors, but, with you guys, he's been in the bullpen. With someone like him, is it harder to like stretch out to a longer outing? Like, was there any thought to keeping him in for 3 innings?
There was a thought, but I just felt that where he was at tonight, how we've used him in the last month, I just felt I wanted him to finish on a high note. And Alex hasn't pitched a whole lot, and I wanted to get him in there as well. Yeah, and it couldn't have worked out better, but we've got some tough decisions to make here over the night.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question is from Bill Shakin. Go ahead.
Dave, you mentioned all the players that are either coming back soon off the injured list or have come off recently, and now the schedule sort of softens up a little bit. Are you in position to make a pretty good run now, do you think, as a team?
I felt we were in position about 10 days ago to make a good run. We hit a little bit of a lull this past series against the Giants, but guys are coming back. And I just think, honestly, Bill, it really doesn't matter who we're playing. If we're kind of lined up and playing good baseball, we're going to go on a run. We learned pretty quickly, and we've known for a long time, that it really doesn't matter who you play. These guys are going to come out and bring their best games against us.